Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. So last weekend I did not head up to the Dallas Card Show, but it all worked out because my friend Jeremy IP TTM, as y'all would know him, came up with his son Jathan for the show, and after the show on Saturday, we hit up the Rangers Astros game, and it was awesome. I had a great time. I definitely was in a little bit of a card funk last week. Just I get in these. I admit it. You know, maybe not all of you do, but I know a lot of you do. But spending 4 or 5 hours with Jeremy talking cards and everything, uh, it was definitely something. It was much needed, and I had a great time. And Jathan, his son, was with us, and he had a couple team bags for me, and this was some of you have this. If you were at the National, I know he gave these out to some people. This is my Jathan Smith first tops card. But yeah, he was at the game with us, and y'all know I'm not a big baseball fan anymore. I don't mind going live. It's enjoyable to go watch live sports. Um, but it was just so much fun to see him get into it because obviously he loves his baseball and was cheering for the Astros, and they won the game. So good for. I had no rooting interest, which was fine by me. It made it all much more enjoyable. It was my first time in the new park, and it was pretty packed. I mean, the Rangers are bad, but with it being against the Astros, it was probably 80% full, and I was thrilled at how well the air conditioning still worked in there. It was still cool. So it makes me feel good about potentially going to some more games in the future. But Jeremy had a couple team bags of cards for me, so I just wanted to do a little thank you video on them, show off some of the stuff that he sent me or gave me. He knows how I collect. He knows what I collect, and I guess I'm a little bit easy to buy. I'm a little bit easy to find stuff for, just because I do have a lot of guys that I like Antonio McDice. I don't show a whole lot of his, and I don't have a whole lot of his, but it is somebody that if I come into the cards, I'm gonna keep them. WVU, former basketball standout Joe Alexander. I don't know that I've seen this card. It's Ultimate Victory. I guess I've seen it on ComC, but man, I really don't remember it. His NBA career was very short lived, and I don't really care about anything in his Bucks uniform. Now, I'll take him if I come across him, if they make their way to me, but the WVU stuff is what makes its way to my heart. Um, I just wish he had stayed that extra year because we might have had a chance at a title that next year, but it is what it is. He did what was best for him. So here's another rookie and MVP. Not as much of a fan of the Bucks cards, like I said, but I do love this design. Um, the 86, 87 Fleer. It's a classic. Dale Earnhardt. I don't actually know too much about this one. The Racing Machines collection. So I don't know if this is. This looks like to be some kind of maybe like promo or something like that, or just a small set. It's not a mainstream, 150 card set, so I will have to look into that, figure out what that is. Another Antonio McDice. John Means, former Mountaineer. The John Means on the 3D. I did buy a couple packs of these this year, but I haven't opened them, so really appreciate him adding that to my collection. Charles Barkley. Pretty sure don't recall seeing this one, so very likely I did not have that card. I love the Dream Team stuff. Apparently I was Pittsnoggled. Obviously did not have a long career, but if you were following college basketball at that time, you could not go a few days without hearing Kevin Pittsnoggle's name, and I think he was just a little bit ahead of his time. He was a 7-footer, a big man, so he's listed as 6'11" on the card, but he shot three-pointers, and since all the NBA is today is the damn three-point contest, even with the big men, like another Mountaineer, Major Harris, he was just a player before his time. an Antonio McDyess. This is a slam dunk series. I want to say these came in like promotional packs with like a candy bar company or something. I can't remember 100%. I might have to go over and check out the 90s B-Ball Cards channel because I know he's done videos on these and kind of remember what that is. The Collector's Choice Barkley, but hopefully you can tell there it's not just the base, it's not the silver signature, it's the gold signature, and those things are not easy to come by. So I will say that there's a good chance I did not have that card. This one was a little bit random, but it's funny how, you know, some people do just they pay a lot of attention to the little things you say because I don't show them off much, but he said even he couldn't remember why it was in my stack until he turned over, and that reminded him why it was in my stack because it has a back stamp, which obviously was probably done in 1951, 1952, something like that. And I love back stamps. I think those are great on vintage cards. I know there are guys out there, like on the T206, who actually try to put some of the collections back together of, you know, Hal McCormick had a back stamp, and there is a guy that is trying to put as many of those together as he can to get them with their friends again, and I'm just fascinated. I love that aspect of being able to know the some of the provenance of it. So we got 4 more in top loaders here. Recently, I did a thank you video from Reindeer Studios, and he had sent me a Herb score. And here is another one. This is from the Topps Archives Reserve, and it is the refractor version, which is a replica of his rookie card. So I appreciate that. I don't think I had this one either, Jeremy. I do have the autograph version, but I don't think I had this version of it. Charles Barkley, this is the premium stock, the green prism. That's another one that I do not think I had that, but even if I do, I'm still happy to have another one because it's going to go into my collection because, yes, I do keep multiples. And we'll finish it off with a couple of big boys here. Alek Manoah. So this is this 2021 Bowman? 2020 Bowman. Serial numbered 17 out of 75. I definitely did not have that one. I love it. Thank you, Jeremy. It was awesome. And I love the Sapphire, and here is the Sapphire Bowman Chrome from 2020. So that's it. That was an awesome care package from Jeremy, but even more than that, it was great to spend a few hours with him and his son, and be able to talk cards, and it definitely helped with a little bit of a hobby funk that I was in. So I can't say thank you enough again, Jeremy. We talked about when you might be up here again. Definitely hope you're able to make it, and we can hang out for a few more hours. But that's what I got for today. Thanks for checking out the video, and thanks if you stayed this long. Be smart, be safe, and don't be a dickhole. And I'll see you down the road.